Hey, Grace Point Church, Pastor Mike here with your Mike and Five for this week. It's going to be a COVID masking update, policy update, change thing. One day we're never going to have to do this COVID policy update stuff, and when that happens, I am going to celebrate because I'm tired of doing this, but it's important that we do it right because we're still in it. And I just wanted to let you know, the elders, we've been watching. We see that Illinois is going to probably go to a mask optional policy here in just a few weeks. For us as elders, we've been trying to figure out, God's wisdom in this, right? We know on the elder board, in our church, we have a diversity of views. And that's based on our life experiences, that's based on who we are, that's based on what we read, that's based on what we watch on TV, it's based on what we know of the health data and of all the changes throughout these last few years, right? And so that's the reality. We all come at this in our own way. And so how do we continue to lift up the name of Christ in the midst of that? Where we have brothers and sisters, we legitimately disagree in some of these areas. And so how do we serve one another? And how do we steward our gatherings in wise ways, right? That's been the challenge. And so based on that, we've kind of gone up and down. When the rates are high, we've kind of said when we're spiking Lake County and when we get to that high category, we feel pretty uncomfortable not wearing masks. We just it doesn't seem wise when we're doing that. And so there have been times throughout COVID where we have had to wear masks. And then there have been other times where when we have dipped down and it hasn't been that high transmission rate and it's not spiking, it's been mask optional. And so based on all of the numbers, it looks like the numbers are going way down again in Lake County. Praise the Lord. I think we're down like over 60% from a couple weeks ago or something like that. That's really good news. When that happens, we begin to feel comfortable once again having masks as optional for those who are attending our worship services. So that means we see that happening, and we'll likely move to a mask optional policy at the end of February here. February 27th is when we anticipate a change where on that Sunday you can come in, and if you don't want to wear a mask and you're comfortable not wearing a mask based on all that you know and have heard and believe, then that's going to be totally welcomed. And also, if you would still continue to like to wear a mask, as I know some of us will, then that's welcome and appropriate as well. And so on that Sunday, we'll kind of all have the choice. And I know that's difficult because not everyone's going to make the same choice. But I want to encourage us as a Christian community to lean into that diversity and ask God to gently show us how to live with one another and respect one another amidst these very strong opinions that we all have, recognizing that we are trying to follow Christ and we're trying to give one another the freedom to be able to do that as appropriately and responsibly as possible. So let's love one another as we prepare our hearts for this change. Anytime you make a change, it's like really happy for some people, and then it's really frustrating for others. And this will be the case as well for this change. And so let's love one another. Let's continue to pray about this. If you have any questions about any of this, please contact me, contact one of the elders. We'll be happy to talk with you. But we just wanted to communicate as clearly as we could and just give you a heads up. So probably for the next 2 weeks, we'll be wearing masks, and then we will likely move to that mask optional policy on the 27th. So if you have any questions, let us know. But keep up the good work, and God's going to get us through this.